Good afternoon, children. Now we are continuing our next topic, national resources and international resources. Okay, so in last lecture we have completed on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, we have completed individual resources and community resources. Now we are continue next point, national resources. Okay, so national resources mean our country's resources which are included in our nation, which are included in our country. They may be roads, canals, railways, post office, industries. So these are included in our nation. Okay, so technically we will see all the resources belong to the nation, belong to our country. The country has legal powers to acquire even private property or for public goods. Both are include private property or public property. Both are included in our nation. So they are all the our national resources. Okay, so you might have seen roads, canals, railways being constructed on fields owned by some individual. We will see that urban development authorities get empowered by the government to acquire land, all the minerals, water resources, forest, wildlife. They are land within the political boundaries and oceanic areas up to 12 nautical miles. It means 22.2 km from the coastal areas. Termed as territorial water and resources therein belong to the nation. Now, our next point is that international resources. So, international resources, we will see that there are international institutions which regulate some resources like the oceanic resources beyond 200 nautical miles of the exclusive economic zone. Those who are belong to the open ocean, and no individual country can utilize these resources without the concurrence of international institutions. So international resources we have got to understand, and national resources we have got to understand. Okay, so next our classification point is that on the basis of the status of development. So on the basis of the status of development, we will study potential resources, developed, and stock and reserve resources. Okay, first is that potential resources. Potential resources, it means we can say that non-conventional resources. Okay, so non-conventional resources, it means resources which are found in a region but have not been utilized, like for example the western part of India, particularly Rajasthan and Gujarat, have enormous potential resources for the development of wind and solar energy. Okay, so these kind of resources most probably found in arid region. Okay, and Gujarat and Rajasthan, potential resources like solar energy, wind energy, like so these are non-conventional resources and are called as a potential resources. Okay, so now developed resources. So developed resources means resources which are surveyed and their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization utilization. Okay, so the development of resources depend on the technology and level of their feasibility. Okay, so developed resources mean resources which quantity and quality we doesn't know. Okay, so these resources are depend on the technology and level of their feasibility. In next we will see that the stock. Okay, so stock means materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy human needs. Okay, so stock means materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy human needs, but human beings do not have the appropriate technology, but human beings have not have not any kind of technology, any kind of appropriate technology, right, to access these resources. ठीक है, और include among the stock example like water is a compound of two inflammable gases like hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen and oxygen which can be used as a rich source of energy, we know that. Okay, so but we do not have the required technical know how to use them for this purpose, right? So it cannot be considered as a stock. Okay, so next we will continue. Thank you.